Hi everyone, it's Lucy, and today we're looking more at the TOEFL listening test. And specifically in today's lesson, we're looking at Lecture Skill 6, Main Idea. Alright, so in this lesson, first we're going to describe the task, then we're going to look at the method, and finally it's time for you to do some practice. So what is the purpose of our lesson? Well, it's to understand exactly how to answer the main idea listening question for a lecture. Okay, so in this particular task, what exactly is involved? Well, let's find out. In this task, you're going to have to identify the main idea of a lecture, okay, what the lecture was mainly about. Now, when you're given the question, the correct answer should summarize the whole lecture. Okay, now remember, as always, in a listening, you're probably going to get some extra information, some details that are there to try to throw you off the scent, okay? But try your best to listen for exactly what the main idea of the lecture is, okay? What are some things you can look out for to help you understand exactly what you're looking for? Well, you can listen for phrases like, today's talk is on, today we're going to discuss, today I'm going to talk to you about, at the beginning of the lecture. Okay, so what is our method? Our first step is to listen to the audio and take notes. Okay, as I've said many times before, remember that note-taking is a very, very, very important skill for the TOEFL test. Okay, remember when you're taking notes, the idea is to make them short and sweet. Okay, don't write any full sentences, just write down the main ideas and key words, okay, especially for this task. All right, if you don't already, make sure you have a pen and paper available because it's time to listen to the lecture and take some notes. Okay, are you ready? Here is our lecture. Today's talk is on how archaeologists are using technology to answer questions about our past. Technology like ground-penetrating radar, or GPR, enables archaeologists to look underground without digging. Archaeologists have this technology to identify potential locations for the burial site of Genghis Khan. It's been more than a century since the powerful Minoan civilization of the Mediterranean was uncovered. But scholars are still unable to decipher their language. But now we have big data in our toolkit, which, used with computer analysis, will help us decipher this mysterious language. As global warming causes ice sheets and glaciers to retreat, it will be very, very likely that a well-preserved Neanderthal will one day emerge, much like the 40,000-year-old baby mammoth found in Siberia. Okay, so hopefully you were able to get some good notes from that lecture, and remember you're trying to focus on what the lecture is mainly about. Let's take a look at our sample notes from this lecture. All right, we have things like archaeology and technology, GPR underground, burial site, Minoan language, and global warming. Okay, what is our next step? Well, our next step is to look at the question. Okay, so here is our question, and remember, in the TOEFL test, you have to listen before you're able to look at the question, and that's why note-taking is so important. Your only resource to answering the question is your notes. So here is our question. So it says, what is the lecture mainly about? Is it A, a comparison of different archaeological sites, B, the use of GPR to track the tomb of Genghis Khan, C, the use of technology in modern archaeology, or D, the evolution of human history? Okay, our next step is to compare your notes to this question and eliminate any answers that are obviously wrong. Okay, so let's take a look at our question and our notes again to see if we can find any questions that we could definitely eliminate. So take a moment, look at the question, look at these answer choices, and see if any of them are obviously wrong. Okay, now our next step is to choose the answer. All right, now before I give you the answer, make sure you have an answer of your own ready. If you don't, go back, pause, have a think, and remember to eliminate any answers that are obviously incorrect. Okay, so what do we think? And our answer is C, the use of technology in modern archaeology. All right. So how did you go with that one? All right, are you ready to do some practice on your own? As I said, if you don't already, get a pen and paper ready because our first step is going to be to listen to a practice lecture and take some notes. Okay, are you ready? Remember to listen and take notes to this lecture. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. Today's art history talk is on Renaissance artist Michelangelo. Michelangelo was a Florentine sculptor, painter, architect, and poet of the High Renaissance who exerted an unparalleled influence on the development of Western art. Considered to be the greatest living artist during his lifetime, he has since been described as one of the greatest artists of all time. Despite making few forays beyond the arts, his versatility in the disciplines he took up was of such high order that he is often considered a contender for the title of the archetypal Renaissance man, along with his rival and fellow Florentine Medici client, Leonardo da Vinci. A number of Michelangelo's works of painting, sculpture, and architecture rank among the most famous in existence. His output in every field of interest was prodigious. Given the sheer volume of surviving correspondence, sketches, and reminiscences taken into account, he is the best documented artist of the 16th century.
Okay, so now it's time to look at the question and to use your notes to try to answer the question. Remember to use your notes to first try to eliminate any answers that are obviously incorrect. Okay, so here is our question. Okay, do you think you have an answer ready? If you don't yet, go back, pause, take a moment to see if you can choose the correct answer. All right, are you ready? Here we go. And the answer is D, Michelangelo's paintings and sculptures. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope that wasn't too painful, and I hope you were able to get the right answer. Remember, if you have any questions or any needs at all, please check out our website at e2language.com. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!